Hari Om and welcome to all the divine Atmajyotis to today's Bhagavad Gita learning. Today let us learn
Hari Om,
chapter
Guruji.
7.15. First let us learn how to chant the shloka. So I will be chanting and Megha, please chant after me. When Megha is chanting, all of you also please chant. Please keep your back straight and sit with your hands folded in Namaste and please repeat after Megha. Namam
Namam
duṣhkṛitino mūḍhāḥ
mūḍhāḥ
prapadyante nara-adhamāḥ māyayāpahṛita-jñānā
māyayāpahṛita-jñānā
āsuram
bhāvam
bhāvam Let me chant the whole shloka once and then you can say the meaning, Megha. Namam duṣhkṛitino mūḍhāḥ prapadyante narādhamāḥ māyayāpahṛita-jñānā āsuram bhāvam āśhritāḥ.
Namam duṣhkṛitino mūḍhāḥ prapadyante narādhamāḥ māyayāpahṛita-jñānā āsuram bhāvam āśhritāḥ.
Very good. Can you please read out the meaning now?
Okay. 4 kinds of people do not surrender unto me. Those ignorant of knowledge, those who lazily follow their lower nature though capable of knowing me, those with deluded intellect, and those with a demonic nature.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Megha. So now let us understand what is that Sri Krishna is teaching us here. First of all, what is this particular chapter? It is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. What does it mean? It is knowledge and wisdom, yoga of knowledge and wisdom. And from 7th chapter onwards, Sri Krishna is teaching us the nature of the divine. Up to the first 6 chapters, Sri Krishna taught your and my true nature. Now, Sri Krishna is teaching the nature of the divine, means the nature of the whole. So what is that Sri Krishna is teaching us here in this shloka? So to know that better, first let's listen to one short story. Okay. So some of you may know Vikram Betal. So how many of you know Vikram Betal stories? You can simply raise your Zoom hand. None of you know, is it? Okay, no problem. So today I'm going to tell you one story from Vikram Betal. So the Vikram Betal story is such that there was a king called Vikram and he had to go and bring a Betal to a particular puja, and there was a rishi, not really a rishi, a person who wanted to cheat the king. So he wanted to cheat the king by making him bring that Betal. And if he succeeds in bringing the Betal, then he wanted to kill the king. And the Betal was a very wise Betal. So every time he would try to bring the Betal, he would start telling Vikram a story. And the stories are always very engaging way, is it not? You and me also love to listen to stories, is it not? So like that, Betal would always tempt Vikram to listen to a story. And then what it would do, we will know today. So today's story, so Vikram went and took Betal and he was going to bring to that person who was doing the puja. And one of the condition was King Vikram should not speak. If he speaks, the Betal would fly away, right? So as usual, he was very silent and he was walking taking that Betal, Betal started telling him, Vikram, I have a story to tell you. So just so that we can pass the time as we are walking, I will narrate the story. So he started narrating the story. Once upon a time. Wonderful, no? Vikram Betal itself is once upon a time. Now Betal is saying once upon a time. So once upon a time, there was a town. In the town, there were two friends, very close friends. One's name was Vishnugupta and another's name was Chandragupta. They were very close friends, very close. So close that they would do almost everything together. They went to school together, they would play together, they would sing together, they would eat together. Many a days they would sleep together. So close buddies. And as they grew up, they also started their business together. So they also became very successful in their business. And once, in order for getting some materials for their business, they were into cloth business. And they heard that there is a distant town. And in that distant town, the clothes are very wonderful, very nice. And they both thought, Vishnugupta and Chandragupta thought, that let us go to that town and get the clothes. So they went to purchase the clothes. And when they went to purchase the clothes, they had 2-3 days of time. So what they had to do, they thought, okay, let's go and see some places. So during the day, they would go and do all their business. But in the morning, they thought, okay, let's visit different temples. So today, they went to a temple. And as they were coming out of the temple, Chandragupta, he saw one wonderful lady, and she was coming with two of her friends to attend to the temple puja. And as he saw that lady, he felt, wow, if I marry someone, it would be this lady only. And he went and told his friend Vishnugupta, look, I want to really marry this lady. And Vishnugupta also thought, my friend wants to marry this lady, so let's find out who that lady is. And they found out that that particular lady is that town's very rich merchant's daughter. And she is also very well educated, very sharp, and she is also very well read. Not only that, she is a great devotee of Devi Ma. So great that many people felt that around her, if they have any problem, with her blessings, the problems would go away. Such a great devotee. So Vishnugupta felt very happy for his friend. He thought, oh, my friend is going to get a very nice and well-educated and a very wonderful companion for his life. So he thought, I will go and propose this marriage to the daughter's father. And he went and he spoke to the father. He explained all about his friend Chandragupta, and he said he's also a very rich merchant, and he gave all the details. And the father was also very happy that such a nice son-in-law would be there for his daughter. So he decided to marry them. So they married, and they spent few more days there, and they all decided to go back to their town. And once when they are married, the father thought, okay, my daughter is going to go back to that town, so let me send lot of good things with my daughter. So he gave a lot of gold, jewelry, precious stones, good sari, and all such things, and also few people to guard. And they all put that in the palanquin. Back in those days, there was no airplane or train, no. So they had to go by walk, and they had to go by horses. So a cavalry of horses and few people and palanquin to carry them, it started. And they had to go through a big jungle. And as they were coming into the jungle, unfortunately, they didn't know there is a band of thieves. And the band of thieves were very cruel thieves. And they saw this cavalry passing and they thought this is the right time to attack them. So they came and attacked. In that whole attack, many people ran away. And unfortunately, what they did was they cut the head of Vishnugupta and Chandragupta. And somehow this girl, she escaped somewhere. And after some time, when all that uh, battle subsided, she came back. And with what she sees, that her husband is decapitated. And her husband's friend is also decapitated. She feels so crestfallen, so sad. It's been just few days since her marriage. However, she doesn't lose her courage. She prays to her Divine Mother, Devi Ma, and Divine Mother appears and says, "What is it you want, my child?" She says, the girl says, "Oh, I don't really mind the gold and the saris being taken away, but all these people who've been deceased, can you please, my husband and his friend, these two have been killed. Can you please grant their life back?" Devi Ma says, "Yes, it will happen, but why don't you put their head and their body back and I will grant their life." And the girl becomes very happy and she puts the head back to the bodies, and then she goes and kneels down in front of the mother, closes her eyes, and the mother blesses, and then both of them stand up. When they stand up, instead of being happy, she starts crying. You know why she's crying? In that whole confusion of putting the head and the body back, she has put the head of Vishnugupta to the body of Chandragupta and the head of Chandragupta to the body of Vishnugupta. My God. And now bring back. Betala says, "Hey Vikram, this is where I want to end the story for you, Vikram. But I have a question for you, Vikram, which now all these wonderful Vikrams will answer for me. Vikram, you have to tell me, now should that girl be married to Vishnugupta or Chandragupta? Who should she be married to? Who is her husband? If you know the answer and if you do not answer, your head will become 1,000 pieces. If you don't know the answer, I will tell you. Tell me, Vikram. Tell me, tell me. So, let's listen to our Vikrams now. So, what does our Sanvi the Vikram thinks? Who should be her husband? Sanvi, if you know the answer and if you don't answer me, I'm going to come to your place.
The body of Vishnugupta.
So she should be married to the body of Vishnugupta. Okay, that is one answer. Let's listen to the answer by our Kripalini, because she is showing so many thumbs up. I don't know whether she is showing the thumbs up to my story or to her friends. Yes, Kripalini.
I don't know, both.
Both. She should be married to both. Okay, wonderful. Very nice answer. Okay, what does Grihit think?
Same as both.
Same as both. Okay, all right. Then what does Hriday think?
Sir, I think she should marry to Chandragupta's body.
Chandragupta's body. Okay, all right. Then Rohan answered. Who? Diyadisha, do you want to answer? Who should she be married to?
I don't know.
Sorry?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay, very good. That's also an answer. I don't know is an answer.
Sir, I didn't answer actually.
Yeah, I'm coming to you. Wait. Rohan, what is your answer?
Sir, can't that girl ask Devi Ma to put Vishnu Gupta's head to Vishnu Gupta again and Brahma Gupta's, Chandra Gupta's head to Chandra Gupta again?
Hey, no. That option is not there because Betal has asked the question. You have to answer Betal's question. You cannot ask Betal to do something else now.
Then, sir, she should marry both of them.
She should marry both of them. Okay. And what does Akshat think?
Answer number A.
What is that?
She should marry Vishnu Gupta's body and Chandra Gupta's head. Second option, Allah. Answer B. She should marry Betal. Option C. She should go and talk to Vikram.
No, B and C are not there. Okay. So now you have to answer who should she marry? Vishnu Gupta,
That's
Chandra
what
Gupta.
A option.
So both of them. She should marry both of them.
No.
Then
Vishnu Gupta's body, Chandra Gupta's head.
no, that is then it means because it has been misplaced. Now it is in two different bodies. So which means that she has to marry both of them. No. See, she cannot now take the head alone. Yeah, she cannot cut it. No, if she cuts it, that will be dead body. So either you have to say, okay, one of the body, one of the person, or you have to say both.
Vishnu Gupta.
Vishnu Gupta. Why?
Because Chandra Gupta, because he only married.
But it is now the Chandra Gupta's body and Vishnu Gupta's head.
Confusing names also. Hey, Chandra Gupta only.
Why?
Because Chandra Gupta's body is mostly same. Only head changed. Head is not a big matter.
Head is not a big matter. Okay, that is.
I don't say like that. I mean, like in the body, if you take the whole body, head is only one part. No, that's why.
That's what you are thinking. Okay. What is Snigdha's answer?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I would like to replace my answer with Vishnu Gupta's head.
Vishnu Gupta said, okay, all right. Let's hear what Snigdha says.
Yeah, I also add something, but you can take the two of the heads and make it as Ravana.
What? No, now all those options are not there. Now Devyama has gone away. So you have to answer one of them.
But she can take one of the bodies and she can combine it as Ravana.
No, she cannot do all that. I told you. Now there are two people. Only thing is the body, the rest of the body and the head are mixed up. Okay, Snigdha, what is your answer?
She should marry the person with Chandragupta's head and Vishnu Gupta's body.
Hey, that cannot be the option. No, it's now misplaced. Two bodies have been created now. What used to be earlier Vishnu Gupta, okay, now has Chandragupta's head. What used to be Chandragupta now has the other way. What was earlier Chandragupta now has Vishnu Gupta's head. What was earlier Vishnu Gupta's body now has Chandragupta's head.
The one that has Chandragupta's head.
The one which has Chandragupta's head. Why?
Because he will still have the knowledge that I married her and we did all this happened and all. So he'll still have that, but Vishnu Gupta will not. He knows, but he'll not be used to getting married to her and all that. It'll be very weird.
Wonderful, very nice. And there you go, Snigdha the Vikram. And like how Snigdha the Vikram answered, that Vikram also said, Betal, in the body, Which part of the body is called as the Uttamanga? Uttama anga, the highest anga. There are different angas. For example, finger is an anga, your feet is an anga, your stomach is an anga, there are different angas. However, the head is called a Uttama anga, because all your memories, all your processing, lot of it happens through the head. So my answer, Betal, would be she should marry the Vishnugupta's body, because now in the Vishnugupta's body is Chandragupta's head, and she actually married Chandragupta. Like how our Snigdha answered, she would be still married to the same person because he will still remember himself like he is Chandragupta. For example, you may know some people may lose their hand or leg in accident and they put artificial leg or hand, but the person still thinks I am the same, right? So like that, in this story, it is the head where they remember. So therefore, I would say he has to marry the Vishnugupta's body. Is the answer. Our Betal was given by who? That Vikram in the story. But here, all you Vikrams answered. Okay. So Betal became very happy. Hey, Vikram, your answer is correct. Wonderful. I give you 100 out of 100 marks for your answer. Very good. Claps, claps, claps. You are number one in the class now. Claps, claps, claps. However, what you did, you broke the silence. So I'm going to go. Tata, bye-bye. He flew away. So that's today's story, my dear Balakrishnas and Vivekanandas. Okay. So now, based on this story, I'm going to ask you the next question. So,
Guruji,
yes, Hriday.
Chandragupta matches to Ashoka's grandfather Chandragupta Maurya.
Correct. That story and this story are not related. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So, the question I want all of you to now consider and answer me is, what is Viveka or discernment or discretion? Like that we use different words, no? What is Viveka? What do you understand based on the story? What is Viveka or discernment? Does anybody want to take a guess and answer me? What is Viveka? Anybody? Nobody? Hey, Vikrams, if you know the answer and if you don't answer, I'm going to come to your house today. And I'm not going to let you sleep. Yes, Akshat. Yes.
The ability to know which is good and which is bad.
The ability to know which is good and which is bad. Very good. So,
Discrimination.
now what is discrimination?
My sister told it.
So it is good and bad. Same thing. The good and bad is,
also not just choosing, it is about applying where.
applying also. Okay, very good. All right. So here is one way of understanding what is Viveka or discernment. So it is the ability to separate essential and the non-essential. See, in life, you get so many things. For example, you get water and milk. Can you bring out the water and the milk separately? Can you separate the milk and water? Is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes, Ji.
How?
Yes, Ji.
How, Snigdha?
Ji, are you saying like if we mix it or like...
Yeah, let's say I have mixed water and milk. How do you separate?
Ji, no, Ji.
Then it's not possible.
Ji, then it's not possible.
Not possible? Okay.
Otherwise, it is possible.
Okay, Kripalini? Is it possible, not possible?
Can you repeat the question?
If I have mixed water and milk, is it possible to separate them?
No.
No?
But-
Okay.
But I heard that one bird can do that.
Yeah, the bird is
Oh.
called as Hamsa. That Hamsa bird, its power
It
is to
can separate.
separate milk and water. Okay, anyway. So that is a mythical bird. But now the important thing is, it is possible, no? Say, for example, if you keep boiling the milk, the water will evaporate. And if you are able to collect the water, you can separate them. So like that, there are different techniques. So Viveka, essentially then what it means is the ability to separate essential and the non-essential. In life, you receive many kinds of information. In any information that you receive, you have to see what is essential. What is based on what? What is the... So for example, in our last class, we looked at what is the cause of all the causes. What is the power of all the powers? So like that, you have to be able to differentiate the essential from the non-essential. And that is one definition. Or another definition is the difference between wisdom and knowledge. What is wisdom and what is knowledge? Is there a difference? Yes, Akshat. Snigdha, you have an answer?
Knowledge is something that we store in our mind or we get to know. And wisdom is it's also kind of knowledge, you can say, but it helps you to discriminate things and do things appropriate.
Very nice. Excellent. Very simple and wonderful way of expressing. Yes, Snigdha.
Can I try? I'll just try. I'm not sure about the answer. I'll just try. So a knowledge is something which you already know, or is something which you're getting from, and wisdom is something which comes from you. That is called wisdom.
Now, okay, can you give an example to illustrate what you are saying?
For knowledge is like, it's like when a teacher is teaching something, and then a student gains that knowledge of what the teacher is teaching, then and will be able to understand what the teacher is teaching. And for the wisdom, it's when the student is I'm not sure about wisdom.
Okay, all right. Sanvi, what is your viewpoint? What is the difference between knowledge and wisdom?
So knowledge is something which you get from someone, which someone has taught to you, and wisdom is what you know.
Okay. So now for example, I'm just giving an example. You may know that
Guruji, I know what is wisdom.
wait a minute, Hriday. So Sanvi, I'm just giving an example. Let's say you know that there is a bird called rabbit or cock, and it looks like a rabbit, and it has body of a rabbit, but it can fly. So let's say you have something like that. Would it be then called as wisdom?
No.
But that is what you said, no? That something that you know becomes wisdom, but something that is taught by someone becomes knowledge. Or I can reverse the same thing. Let's say I tell you, look, there is a bird called rabbit or cock, and it can fly. It has a rabbit body. So now, did I give you knowledge or did I give you wisdom?
I don't know, Ji.
Okay. So I'm confused.
Sir, Guruji, I know it.
Wait. I'll come to you, Hriday. When you raise your hand, I'll come to you. So please give a moment. Okay. So Sanvi, any other way of looking at it? Sanvi, is there any other way that you think you can look at it?
Wisdom is like faith or understanding of something, and not like
Okay, I could not hear it completely, Sanvi. Can you repeat again?
knowledge is what you know, awareness of what you know.
Okay, and wisdom is?
Wisdom is belief or faith that you know some things.
Belief. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's come back. Hriday, please express what is that you wanted to say?
Sir, I know what is wisdom. Only wisdom.
Please say, what is that you know?
For the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment.
Okay, so you're reading from somewhere, is it?
Yeah, I'm telling.
Okay, all right. So, okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Okay, so in a way, you will know it through that simple example. So, let's imagine I tell you, hey, there is a wonderful fruit, and that fruit, when you keep it in your mouth, it is so sweet. It is very juicy, and it has very, very bright yellow color. Okay, and it is so soft to touch, and not very soft like a squishy. It is just soft enough. So now what I've expressed or what I've explained to all of you, you may be imagining, right? You may be simply imagining all of this. This is knowledge. Whereas, let's say, for example, I say, look, here is the fruit. And I cut that fruit and I give it to you to eat. And then you eat. And then I ask you, how was it? Tell me about the fruit. Now you have a very inner experience of it. So now you know about what that fruit is and how to express that about that fruit and all about it. And now, if let's say, if I give a rotten fruit of the same thing, you will then be able to say, yeah, this is not nice or this is nice. Why? Because now you have an experience of knowing about the fruit. So wisdom is when knowledge and viveka are combined and you're able to see all the aspects of that knowledge and you have your own inner clear understanding about that particular topic. Is this clear, Sanvi?
Yes, Ji.
Snigdha, is this clear?
Yes, Ji.
Okay, excellent. Now, why is this important? Because in life, you and I suffer if we do not realize the truth. And realization of the truth requires very, very clear discernment or viveka. So, essentially, this is what Sri Krishna is teaching us here. That there are some people who have ignorance. And what is ignorance? So people who are ignorant, they don't realize their own true nature as the consciousness, as Sat Chit Ananda. They continue to recognize themselves as body. Oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a boy, I'm a girl, I'm tall, I'm short. All these are body attributes. Or recognize oneself as mind. I'm very intelligent, or I'm very dumb, or I'm always very angry, I'm irritated, like that. Various qualities of the mind. They associate themselves as the mind. Or they don't recognize the Maya Shakti. In the last shloka, Sri Krishna taught that it is very difficult to overcome the power of my Maya Shakti. And my Maya Shakti is covering everything around my true nature, my unchanging nature. And until you submit or you use the jnana and the bhakti of Sri Krishna, it is very difficult to come out of that Maya Shakti. And those who do not recognize that it is through the Maya Shakti that the world and the body appear to be created. So this is the ignorance. So 4 kinds of people, they do not understand. They continue to be in this ignorance.
4 kinds of people.
And who are they? Those who are mūḍhāḥ, those who are nara-adhamāḥ, those whose knowledge is captivated by Maya, are those who think of themselves as me and mine, āsuram. So in them, all these kinds of revenge, hatred, anger, fighting, pride about their ego, all of that develop more and more. Or in other words, the nature, lower nature, which is tamas and rajas, is very high. And such people, they do not recognize the truth. The viveka is not developed completely. And because of that, they continue to suffer in life. All of these feelings become more and more. And when they become more and more, life feels very miserable. And Sri Krishna is teaching by giving us the ability to recognize who are the 4 such people, who are those 4 kinds of people, that what you and I should be developing, which he will be teaching us in the next 2 shlokas. All right? Hari Om. So first of all, are there any questions about the shloka? Snigdha, you have a question, Amma?
Yes, Ji.
Yeah.
First, I have a question about the story.
Yeah.
What does Betala mean?
Betala means someone who is dead and who is now in a spirit form.
Oh,
That is what the Betala means.
and also another question. How is the story related to the shloka?
Okay, what is your understanding? What is the question I asked through the story?
You asked that what is the difference between knowledge and wisdom, and then you also asked what is
Viveka is what I asked first, right?
yeah
And what is Sri Krishna teaching us here? He's
that
teaching us the Viveka, or how to discern between people who do not surrender to Krishna, and as he teaches in the next 2 shlokas, those who really surrender to Krishna. So he's teaching us a Viveka, discernment.
I still didn't get how is the story related to the shloka.
Through the story, what is that Sri Krishna, what is that we learned? What is Viveka? What is discernment? See, when I asked you the question, who should she marry? Vishnu Gupta or Chandragupta? You had to discriminate, right? You had to use, okay, which is the right thing that she should marry? Who is the right person she should marry? So you have to create that understanding, right?
Yes, Ji.
Use your wisdom, right?
Yes, Ji.
So that is the power of Viveka. Now, what is that Sri Krishna is teaching here? He is teaching that people who are very ignorant. What is ignorance? All these 5 qualities are ignorance qualities of ignorance. When ignorance is high, those people do not surrender to Sri Krishna. Meaning what? They don't develop the devotion towards the jnana that Sri Krishna is teaching, and they don't develop the bhakti towards Sri Krishna. So that is the Viveka that Sri Krishna is teaching us here.
So whatever they told in the story, like about the discriminating non-essential and essential things, is what Sri Krishna is telling, and people who are ignorant and like who are ignorant of knowledge, that they are what do you say? The kinds of people who do not surrender for Krishna.
So Sri Krishna is through this shloka developing that Viveka in you and me.
Oh, so Viveka means like
Viveka means the ability to discriminate. discernment. Like when I asked you the question, who should she marry? You had to use the discrimination power within you, is it not?
Yes, Ji.
To choose an answer.
Yes, Ji.
That here Sri Krishna is developing the discrimination power, viveka, in you and me.
Okay, Ji.
Are you able to connect the two now?
Yes, Ji.
Very nice. Are there any other questions? Anybody? Very nice. Then I would like to listen to each one of you, what you understood.
Ji, I could still not understand, Ji.
Okay. What is your question, Akshat? Can you ask your question?
Ji, how is that story and this related, Ji?
Okay. Snigdha, can you explain what is that connection between the story and this shloka?
So in the story, they're telling like how Vijayji asked the question about telling who should she marry. So it's like where we have to discriminate, and that is where we use Vivek. So that is in the story, and how it's connected to the shloka is that when Sri Krishna is teaching, he's teaching us about the Vivek, and the people who are ignorant of knowledge, and who are ignorant of knowledge, they do not surrender to Krishna. That is how they both are both are connected.
He's teaching viveka. Viveka means what? Discernment. To differentiate, to see the differences. Like how, who should she marry? You have to see the difference. Who should she marry? The person with the body of Chandragupta or person with the head of Chandragupta? So you had to use your viveka, right? Your discernment, your discrimination. Like that here, Sri Krishna is teaching you and me the viveka. How to discriminate, how to differentiate between those who do not surrender to Sri Krishna and those who become great devotees, and through the devotion, they realize the truth. So how to differentiate between the two? Or in other words, at home people, your parents may say, no, be friends with good people in class. Don't become friends with people who are making always noise in the class. So you have to know who to be friends with, right? You have to develop the discrimination. So that is what is being taught by Sri Krishna. And that is the connection between the story and the shloka.
Okay, Ji. Now I understood.
Excellent. Okay. Then let's listen to each one of your understanding. If
Ji,
there
I'll
are...
go first.
Yes, Akshat.
I understood the difference between Viveka and knowledge and wisdom. I got clarity in that, and now I understood how that story is related to the shloka.
Very good. Can you please say what is your understanding?
In the story, they told how we should discriminate, and in this we get that where and all we should discriminate, and these things.
Correct. But why do you think we should learn about people who are ignorant and those who do not surrender? What is the use of knowing about people who do not surrender unto Krishna?
See, we can tell them, no?
Yeah, but what is the use of that for you and me?
If we know that we won't go in that way.
Excellent. We should know what to avoid in life, is it not?
Yes.
See, we should avoid all these ignorant thinking, right? And we should develop bhakti and jnana. So that, see, for example, if I have to go in the north direction, and if I turn towards west direction, I'm going the wrong direction, no?
Yes, Ji.
So, therefore, Sri Krishna is teaching you and me. Excellent. Very good, Akshat. Thank you very much. Today, what is your understanding?
Sir,
Yeah.
standing is just same as Snigdha. Just same.
Grihit, what is your understanding?
When she was trying to fix both of the bodies in the story, she was in a hurry and she was worried. So that's why she had confused and mixed up the heads to the bodies. That is my
Excellent.
understanding.
Excellent. Very nice. See, like that, many a times when we are in a hurry and worried, we make mistakes. So learning how to stay calm in all situations. Very nice. Very nice, Hriday. Excellent observation. Yes, Nigda.
So, Ji, what I understood in the story and the shloka is that so when you are doing something, just like Grihit said, first of all, what you have to do, you have to do things very calmly, and you're not supposed to panic at all. And the second thing is that whatever the story is teaching us is how to discriminate between things, which is known as viveka. So this is what Sri Krishna is teaching us in the shloka. And there are 4 kinds of people who do not surrender into Krishna when he is teaching this. Who is? Those who are ignorant of knowledge, who is lazily following the lower nature, though they are capable of knowing Sri Krishna, those who are deluded with intellect, and those who have a demonic nature. So these 4 kinds of people will not surrender to Krishna. And in the story, I understood lots of things, like what Grihit said, and about the viveka, how to discriminate between 2 things. And also it seems I wanted to also add something. It seems my mom used to see this Vikram Betal cartoon when she was small, it seems. And she said that it was very scary and all.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Snigdha. Excellent answer. Megha?
Especially what I understood from this shloka is when you should not hurry, you should also time management is also there. When you are like don't manage your time, you're always in a hurry and make lots of mistakes. Actually.
Very nice. Very nice.
And few of them were the exact reasons why I lost marks in exam.
Very nice. See, this is how you apply the viveka of, okay, what is the mistake and how to correct the mistake. Very nice. Very nice. Rohan?
Yes, sir. I understood how to react in a situation and what is Viveka. It's the skill used to discriminate. Like how Vikram told that she should marry the person with the head of Chandragupta.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Sanvi, what is your understanding, Amma?
Yeah, I understood that in order to move forward, you need to leave some behind, and we should not always carry our thoughts wherever we go. We should not always get distracted, and in order to achieve greater things, like we need to be calm and patient, and we need to like understand what is going on, and we should not get stuck in our past thoughts.
Excellent. Excellent. Very nice. Kripalini?
I understood what Grihit told,
Okay.
like, and to surrender into Krishna, we shouldn't be ignorant, lazy, and deluded.
Very nice. So what to avoid is what Shri Krishna is teaching you and me. Very nice.
Yes,
Very nice.
Grihit.
Very nice. Diya Disha, is there something that you would like to express? No?
No.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. So it was really lovely listening to all of you. Hari Om.